What's going on, everybody? Jason here at Signature Esports, and I want to thank you all for joining me for a little game start. I guess a game review of sorts. I'm gonna do a little let's play of X4 Foundations. I want to thank everybody. This video is going to go up on Facebook. It's going to go up on YouTube. It's going to be a ton of fun. I want to thank the developers. They did send me over a copy of this game. Egosoft has been around for a hot minute. If you know anything about X4, it's been around since since the dawn of time, I guess. The release date of X4 Foundations was November 30th of 2018. Back in June of this year, they released Timelines, which is the new arc into the X4 game world. So one of the things that we're going to do here is we're going to get ourselves into this game, and we're going to figure it out. I've never played it. I've never seen anything when it comes to what this game is supposed to be about. So I've watched a couple of videos, and for those who know who I am, I like games like Star Citizen, EVE Online, games just like that. So I like the space game genre. So I was offered the opportunity to play this game. So that's exactly what it would do. So without further ado, we're going to make sure that we take care of the developer. In the description on this video, we're going to make sure that we put a link to the Steam store as well as to the developer's website, and we'll make sure that everything is done. So without further ado, we'll have some fun in X4 Foundations Timelines. All right. So I've never played it, so let's jump in here. I again, as I mentioned before, I've been meaning to do this this gameplay or this game review for quite a while. I wouldn't call this a game review of sorts. I'm just going to jump in and play and we'll test out the tutorial, see kind of how things go, and folks can let me know just in the comments what you think of the game and where we could venture in with this. I do like economy based games, and I like to see just kind of where this will present itself. So from the iRacing standpoint, and from all the games that we do play, this might be a little bit different. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. So we're gonna jump in for a game that's 7 years old, almost 7 years old. Visually and the sounds just in the main menu are pretty fantastic. So keep an open mind. We're going to play the tutorials because I want to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. There is a wide range of quick tutorials available to teach it or remind you how the activities in the game will work. Start your journey here and come back whenever you run into a problem. So there we go. Let's play the tutorials. Let's initialize. Discovery consists of seeing what everybody has seen and thinking what nobody has thought. Albert Vint Georgi. I said that incorrectly. I do apologize. Hire a manager to manage production, to give tasks to ships assigned to the station. So from what I've gathered, just reading the description, X4 Foundations is the latest title in the X series from Egosoft. X series games are space simulations played in a first-person perspective, a living, breathing universe. They are unique in their depth, simulating an entire universe of NPC ships and stations, forming a realistic economy. Each game consists of a huge universe simulated from the bottom up, hundreds of stations and thousands of ships. Trade goods among themselves. Prizes change based on supply and demand. Resources are mined and processed in several stages. This economy is linked directly to the simulation of major conflicts in a universe with dynamically acting factions. Every player decision can dramatically change the future of the game universe. So that's kind of cool. What you like? All right. It says this help box. This is a help box. It stays on the screen until you close it. Others may disappear after a certain time or after performing a required action. Close this one now. Ta-da. Do I want to load a pre-made input output? Open menu. Oh, mouse and keyboard. Yeah, we're good. Yeah. Okay. Sure. It has controller support and thruster support, and it looks like joystick support as well. It doesn't take an iRacing steering wheel, does it? I mean, it could. It could. All right. I've moved some things around in the office, so still continuing to try to get this thing where I want. We have the big Canon Prograph printer in the back, and got some stuff sitting on top of it right now until I find a place for it. This message ticker is the bottom is in the bottom left corner of the screen. If you have an active mission like now, your current objective will be shown in the orange text. Pay attention to me, it says.
Before we begin, I need to perform a few routine physical tests.
Okay.
Regulations, you know. Please move your head as far up or down as you can.
Up, down. No.
Okay, now please walk a few steps. Faster, please. Okay, now do a few jumping jacks, please.
1, 7, 94.
Finally,
18.
a few squats, please.
1, Kev.
Great.
Yep.
You seem to be in good physical shape, so we can move on to your flying lessons. Let me know how you want to proceed.
Captain Jace. This is kind of cool. Anything over here I can look at? What are you? Nothing. Security decryption system. Hack to disable repairs. We're good. 5 hours to hack that? Or is that 5 minutes? 5 hours. Wee. All right.
Yes?
Hi. How are you? 1.
We'll start by using the transporter room outside to go to the docking bay.
Okay. Oh. Sweet. Get a line. Follow the line, everybody. Follow the line. Focus here. The transporter room. So, select your ship. Quasar Vanguard to confirm. Okay. Bam. Travel to. Enter.
From here, you need to embark and take the controls.
Cool. All right. Keep following the line. Good. Double tapping W is your run. It's a little
Quasar Vanguard.
Quasar. Oh, that it was. Let me know. All right. Click to sit down on a chair. Press F to interact.
You are
Press
cleared for undocking. Proceed.
Shift D to unlock. Cool. What are we doing? Tutorial complete. That's it. You have completed all the basics. I haven't completed anything. No. I haven't completed anything. Like, I haven't. Okay, so I was sent a key over. Let's just go through this. I haven't done any of this. I don't remember doing any of this. I am getting older. We'll see. We'll see if this is familiar. But I don't think so, because I haven't played this game. I actually have 0 hours on record. Well, now I have what is it? Go to my Steam library. 5 minutes, if you reset it. Shift D to return to your ship immediately. Okay. All right, so we'll go through the list. I'll have to manually do it, it looks like. So, because it should have gone through it.
Use the steering controls to turn your ship.
Space. Whoa. Hey. No.
Now, use the strafing controls to move sideways or vertically. Okay, before we continue, make sure there's no obstacle right in front of you. I can't check from here, so I have to trust you on this one. When you clear, gently accelerate forwards.
All right, we're going this way. Which way are we going? Oh, there's a planet. So I assume we want to go this way. Mouse wheel. Sweet.
There's usually a speed limit inside docking areas, but you don't have to worry about exceeding it. The ship's computer will limit the speed for you.
Cool.
You can also fly backwards. Try this now.
Oh, so X and Z. Wait. Press backspace.
Now, I
The
need you
commands
to
are a
make
little
sure
weird.
there
But I mean,
really is
Solar
nothing in
Star
front of
Citizen
you.
commands.
When you're ready, strap in and hit your ship's boost.
Make sure there's nothing in front of me. Okay.
Boosting drains your shield, so use it wisely.
Okay.
So let's practice what you've learned so far. I've prepared a little course for you. Please fly close to each of the navigation beacons in turn. Your next target will always be marked in orange.
Okay, Q and E are your rotate gimbals. Or to, yeah. Is it pitch and yaw? What do we got? Oh, we got to go up. Perfect. We're going the right way. Woo! Apparently might have been going the wrong direction to begin with.
Don't worry, you're not being timed.
Well, I hope not, because I'm not doing a very good job at it. If I were being timed, it would be really slow, apparently. Whoa, baby. So, okay, go back. All right, so we did flight. Let's do docking. Let's do this. The map shows geographical overview of the galaxy. Okay, let's figure out docking. So we're going to get through the tutorial portion of this one, and we'll do it. It says I've completed them, but I promise I've not completed any of the tutorials, which is kind of unique to see. And then the game mode is timeline, so I'm curious to see how it is. We'll get through the tutorials and kind of bounce them. I may edit this down and make sure that we can
Fly to the marked station.
just fly to the mark station. We're going to fly up here. We're going to see what's going on.
Now that you're in range, interact with the station to request docking permission. Follow the trail of lights to your assigned dock.
Okay, no problem. Follow the trail of lights to the assigned dock. 1.6 kilometers, 1.3. We should probably slow it down. Okay. That was bright. Okay, so it's going to... Oh, it is going to limit my speed. Very cool.
should now be able to see an abstract representation of the docking bay and your position relative to it. Each element must be aligned before you can dock. When aligned, the elements change colour from red to green.
Got it.
Now that your ship is fully aligned, let go of the steering controls. There's a triangular element pointing upwards that represents your ship's position over the dock. If it's darkened, then your ship is outside the displayable area. Your ship is currently too far back. Slowly accelerate forward and stop when the horizontal line turns green. If you overshoot, just stop and correct. Your ship is currently too far to the left. Move right until the remaining lines turn green.
I did.
Now, gently move your ship down until the docking computer takes over.
Okay, we're good. We're good. It's 9. We're good. I can see how flight controls would work. Hey, all right, docking computer. What if you could slam into it too hard?
There are software upgrades that make this process a bit easier.
Yeah. Okay. Back again. So far, graphically, it's good. Shifting from different control points is interesting as well. But hey, I mean, I do. As the flight controls in this are like this for the majority of the game.
This next thing is something you are going to be using a lot. I've marked a remote location for you to fly to.
Okay.
Don't worry, I don't expect you to crawl there at your base speed. First, please align your ship so it points roughly towards the target. Now, activate travel mode. Depending on your engine type, it may take a little time to get started. Look at your speed bar just below the crosshairs. You will keep accelerating for a while until you reach your ship's top travel speed.
Cool.
You've probably noticed
like
other modes
mode
in the list when you activated this one. Each mode has its special use, and only one mode can be active at a time.
Very cool. Gain speed on the bottom.
Now that you've gathered some speed, you'll notice that steering has become much harder. This is why it's best to point your ship towards your destination before engaging travel mode. Now, turn off the mode the same way you turned it on. You are now coasting, which means a few things. First, your ship is decelerating much more slowly than it normally would. Second, steering is easy again. Give it a try now. Third, you've probably noticed that your ship keeps flying in the same direction.
Yep.
You can come to a stop much more quickly by actively decelerating. This automatically re-engages the safety limits on steering. Try it now. As for the travel direction, any strafe movement will revert that to the behavior you're used to. You can also drop out of travel mode more quickly, skipping the coasting phase. Let's try this now. Please reactivate travel mode.
Okay.
Now wait until you've built up some speed.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, quickly drop out of travel mode. Great. The next part will take place some distance from here, so let's take a break and let the autopilot do the hard work for now.
Oh, autopilot.
The autopilot automatically navigates to the current objective. It engages travel mode when appropriate and makes use of gates, accelerators, and highways.
Oh, very cool.
It even avoids obstacles in the way. Mostly, which is why you still need to be at the controls.
Gotcha.
You may notice that it sometimes turns travel mode off when everything seems wide open to you. The safeties are on a bit of a hair trigger, probably to keep insurance rates from skyrocketing.
All right. I still don't recognize any of the tutorials, so it kind of makes me wonder if maybe there something happened with the main menu there. But either way, tutorials pretty easy. I highly doubt it explains everything, but we'll see. There's an extensive list of tutorials, it looks like. And then I know that it wants you to continue on with timelines, which is the story mode from what I understand. So, you know, I think that might be a live stream that we have to do. I think that might be what we do. We'll start the timelines from where we left off here. Live stream coming up soon. All right. Jump gates.
Today, we'll learn how to use the
check
various
engine light
means
on.
of traveling between systems and sectors.
Like Star Trekker.
Before we start, please note the yellow icon below your crosshair.
Got it.
The manuals call it the check engine light, but I've never seen an engine that looks like that. It means that you can't make use of your travel mode right now.
Gotcha.
That's because this lesson takes place in a region that prevents it from working. Being hit by a weapon disables your travel drive for a short time as well, so don't rely on it to get out of trouble.
Yeah.
I've also heard of weapons that target this system specifically to make you an easy target for pirates. On to the actual lesson at hand.
Okay.
In front of you is a jump gate. Sometimes you'll find one that's inactive. This one's working though, which you can tell from the swirly bits in the middle.
The swirly bits.
To use it, simply fly through.
Okay. Unknown sector.
That's all there is to it. Now, I've been told that the technology is totally different, but in practice, these accelerators function pretty much exactly like jump gates. Fly through this one.
Okay.
While jump gates connect different star systems, accelerators take you to different places within the same one. Up next, a superhighway. They also take you to sectors within the star system. The main difference is that they are directional, so you need to use the entry gate, not the exit. Fly into the entry gate.
Okay.
As you see, it's a tiny bit slower than the other methods. I like it though, it lets me enjoy the view. Highways can also be local.
Is that entering
the
my ship?
one is right in front of you. Fly into it.
Okay. So there's different points. I think that's a little confusing, but I guess you probably get used to it over the course of playing this game. All right.
It has a much slower speed than the superhighway we just came out of, but it's still a whole lot faster than most ships can travel on their own.
Gotcha.
It's not wide enough for capital ships, though. Medium-sized ships are the largest that can use them.
Oh, I gotcha.
Local highways can be entered and exited at any point along the way. Fly up to the one right in front of you.
Well, this is cool.
This highway is special in that it leads you right into a jump gate. You don't have to do anything. The transition will just work on its own.
Okay.
There we go.
All
Please
right.
pay attention to the objective in the corner of your HUD.
Okay.
It's
Down on the
counting
bottom
down
left.
to when you should exit the highway. Wait until it's done, then exit the highway. Now.
3, 2.
Well done.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. That is really cool. All right. So that's that. Oh, combat. We got to do combat. Intermediate. So as it loads, so far so good. We'll see how the combat feels. That's one of the biggest things that I like about Star Citizen is the way the combat feels. Both pre-master modes and post-master modes. So if this feels, I wonder if this is going to feel more arcadish because of just kind of it being you versus NPCs. Okay.
Time to learn
There are
how
people.
to defend yourself. There are a handful of targets in front of you.
Okay.
Their HUD color indicates that they are enemies. Some are darker than the others. Those are behind something and can't be hit with your weapons right now. I've now activated your primary weapon.
Okay.
The small dots that have just appeared indicate where the weapons are currently aiming. They will automatically track your current target as long as it's close enough. Note that the HUD markers of some targets are smaller. These targets are currently outside your
auto
weapon
roll
range. Select the closest enemy target. A new HUD element has appeared right in the center of the target. This is the aim ahead indicator. It shows you where you need to aim, which is especially useful if the target is moving.
Oh, gotcha.
Slowly cycle through all the targets.
Argon Shipyard.
When a target outside your weapon range has been selected, you can see the weapon indicators becoming darkened. The aim ahead indicator also changes its appearance. Select the closest enemy target again and shoot at it until it's destroyed. Keep destroying the targets. You'll need to move closer in order to hit some of them. If you look to the right of your crosshair, you will see bars next to your weapons that gradually fill up when you are firing. This is heat. It automatically dissipates when you stop firing. This happens more slowly if there are multiple weapons cooling down at the same time.
Gotcha.
Cargo drone.
There we go. We'll have to change that key binding, that's for sure.
This target is much sturdier than the others. Look at the blue bar above the target. This is its shield strength. After a few seconds without damage, it will begin to recharge. All shields work like this, including your own. I've now
The
activated
space
your
bar.
secondary weapon, a missile launcher. It's
Okay.
loaded with a type of guided missile that requires a target lock. Please select the target in front of you. You can now see a lock being acquired.
Oh.
You may fire when ready.
Got
The
it.
target has dropped something. Fly right at it to pick it up.
Hold O to attract it. We can fly over it, or we can.
It's another type of missile. It has been automatically added to your ammunition storage.
Okay.
Missile launchers have limited ammunition. You can see the number of remaining missiles to the left of your crosshair.
I've got 9.
Look at the curved blue bar below your crosshairs. I'm going to demonstrate damage to your shields. Wait for it. There we go. It's recharging.
Gotcha. All right, let's look at the map real quick. We'll do the map, and then we'll do the ones that are selected. That's the only thing that makes sense right now. Pretty simple tutorials. I as far as the game mechanics go, I don't know if that's going to be everything, but you know. But we'll look at the map. We'll see how this fares out, because from what I understand, this game is quite large. Just take a little bit to load. That's for sure. So, I mean, this is what it is. Okay, the map.
Open the map. It might be your most powerful tool, but it can be overwhelming at first.
Yep.
We'll cover the basics today. Let's begin with the icons. Open the highlighted menu.
Oh, this one.
The legend shows you the meaning of the different things you see on the map. For
Okay.
example, this light green icon in the middle is your small fighter ship.
Okay.
The green colour indicates that it's owned by you. The slightly lighter hue means that you're personally there right now. And the big icon next to you is a station.
Okay.
A wharf, to be specific. Don't feel like you need to memorise this. You will always have access to it. Close this menu for now.
Okay.
Zoom out as far as you can.
Right.
The hexagon you see is a sector. As you explore, you will find many more.
How do I move it?
You can also pan and rotate the view.
Yeah.
Do so now. Good. If you ever get lost, you can always return your camera to the current location. Try it.
Click on the highlighted button. Oh,
Select an object.
there we go. Do I select that?
This selection is different from the target you select outside of the map.
Gotcha.
I
Oh, hey, it tells you what things are
your
selling
HUD
for.
target so you can see the difference.
Or buying for.
Clear your selected object for now.
Let's click
As you can see, this does not affect your HUD target. Now interact with your ship. Select information.
Okay.
Here you can see some general information as well as the ship's
Crew
pilot,
skill.
you in this case,
Yeah.
and cargo storage. Take your time looking around, then open the highlighted menu at the top.
Okay, so Quasar Vanguard, can you change the name? Okay.
Here you can see more details about the pilot as well as the rest of the crew. Expand the information for one of your service crew.
What am I supposed to select here? Able crewman. Oh, there it is. Why didn't that show up before? Ali Foe.
Now you can see a detailed overview of this person's skills. Sometimes individuals can have an aptitude outside of their current role and might be worth reassigning to a different role. You can assign roles and perform other advanced actions using the various tabs of this menu. We'll cover those actions in later lessons. Close this menu to move on. Open the object list.
Object list.
It lists all currently visible objects
crazy.
with some sorting and filtering options. By default, it shows you all ships and stations. Open the menu that shows deployables.
So this will show us here in this one, own ships.
It only lists a navigation beacon, not the satellite that is also nearby. That's because the satellite is currently off screen. Zoom out until the satellite's icon is visible. Now that the satellite's icon is visible, it is also listed in the menu.
Gotcha.
You can also select and interact with objects from the menu. Interact with the satellite and deactivate it. Good. Open the Property Owned menu.
Right.
This menu lists everything you own, even if the icons are not currently on screen.
Oh.
That is why you can see another ship here, but not in the object list. Focus the camera on the other ship. The camera will now follow your ship until you manually move it again. Zooming also keeps the camera focused on the ship now, and not on the cursor position. Try it. To stop the camera from following the ship, simply pan in any direction. Do so now. And those are the basics of using the map.
Oh.
If you want a refresher on what certain menus do, you can activate a help overlay with a highlighted button. Do so now. Each highlighted button can now show you what it does. Use the button again to turn it off.
Gotcha. I imagine I'm going to be using that a lot. There's a lot to unpack on the map. The ship seems easy. Those are mission offers. That mission. Okay. Right. Delete to close all. Cool. Tutorial complete. Map. All right. Missions. Learn how to accept missions. Okay. Man's mind and spirit grow with the space in which they are allowed to operate. I do like the little quotes. I do. That a little bit of wisdom goes a long way every once in a while. Because considering I'm, sometimes not more full of it and not full of wisdom. At least that's probably what my kids think a little bit, but yeah, so far so good. So there's a lot of flying around, it seems like so far, and docking and probably managing, but it seems like there are other ships that you can place out there right now from what I'm looking at. And that satellite was mine and I deactivated. I wonder what purpose you would need to deactivate
we'll cover
a satellite.
topic, missions.
Lots of questions.
As a reminder, the current objective of the active mission is always shown in the message ticker.
Okay.
Right now, the objective does not have a specific target. Let's change that. I've now set one of the ships in front of you as the mission target. The yellow markings let you know which one it is. Please select the mission target.
Oh, you don't have to go to shift space. You can actually click and drag to move your ship. So left click the icon. Okay.
Good. I've now changed the mission target to a different ship. A yellow arrow near your crosshair points in its direction. It should be to the right of it. Turn your ship until you see the mission target in front of you.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Well done. Open the map.
All right.
Mission targets are highlighted in the same yellow on the map. And as you can see, there can be more than one at a time.
Whoa!
Targets don't always need to be objects either. Some missions give you a position or area in space like this. What the radius means really depends on the mission. Maybe you need to find something somewhere in there, or are required to cover the entire area with satellites. For
Gotcha.
now, I just need you to fly anywhere in that area.
Okay, click on these. All right, so shift space. I like being able to just maneuver. All right, let's go. Is it on the other side of the planet? No, it's just ahead of me. Okay. The auto roll, the auto leveling, that would get like if I want to. Well, I guess not. I don't know. I guess it just depends on how this game play. All right, we're getting closer. Fly into the void.
All right. Open the map. Open the highlighted menu.
Mission. Okay.
This menu shows you any mission offers that you are aware of. Some are broadcast widely, most are more local. Select one of the mission offers. You can now see its title, description, and objectives. The map also temporarily shows you guidance for the mission you've selected.
Gotcha.
Accept both missions.
Okay.
Good. You may have noticed that the mission area is no longer marked. That's because you can only see guidance for one mission at a time, and accepting a mission automatically activates it. This doesn't mean that inactive missions are paused. You can still progress and even complete them while they're inactive.
Oh.
And of course, you can choose which mission should be active at any given time.
So.
Open the highlighted menu.
Good.
Here you can see all of your accepted missions. The active mission is shown in yellow. Select the inactive training mission and activate it. Good. Now, abort both training missions. You have no guidance now. This is because one mission ending does not automatically activate another mission.
Gotcha.
Activate the remaining mission yourself, please. Good. Now, please zoom out, find the station in the other sector, and interact with it. Select Start Guidance to Object.
Ah.
This isn't really a mission, but guidance is now temporarily switched to lead you to this station. Rather, it would do that if you knew the way. Your computer doesn't have the necessary jump gate in its database, so it's showing you that you need to find it in order to proceed. I'm marking the gate's location on the map. Look for a question mark.
Got it.
Close the map and fly to it.
Do I need to select it? I can't see it. Now, you can fly in any direction. Map. That. Aha. Okay, so can I do this? Go modes.
Autopilot
Wait.
engaged.
It is a pretty game. The nebulas are good. But I like space games, so I do wish you could look around. Okay. Here's the jump gate. Oh, that's cool.
Now that the gate is in range, the computer has automatically added it to the database and updated guidance to lead you through it. Follow guidance until you're at the destination.
Let's go here. And we're going to go here. So we're going here. Yeah. I mean, being able to click and drag that way is cool, but I would still much rather just be active by default. But I mean, you know, this game's been around for 7 years. I don't want to tell anybody that anything any different. All right, let's go. I probably could have kept the autopilot active. Oh, shields are recharging here. It's going to take some time to fly places, which, I mean, that's similar to other space games. Let's go.
Entering system. Getsofune.
Yeah, Elite Dangerous takes a long time to do anything. Eve kind of did. Star Citizen takes forever to fly anywhere. Can I go to autopilot? Yeah.
Autopilot engaged.
I like the autopilot feature. So hope it doesn't crash.
Autopilot disengaged.
Okay. So you can also do travel mode. I like the autopilot because it can just be like, all right, point and click and go. In that regard, when you're traveling a long time, you can get close enough, then you can take over manually, which is similar to like Quantum Drive and your Quantum Drive and Star Citizens, which is good. All right. So we are flying here. We need to slow down. Do we need to slow down? Do we need to slow down? Do we need to slow down?
Well done. Unlike real missions, this one has automatically switched back to giving you guidance for the previously active mission.
Gotcha.
You can also get this kind of guidance by asking people for directions to certain locations or people. And that's it for this lesson.
The navigating's pretty decent, I would say. Are we doing the next one? Is it automatic? Is it magically going to put me there? Or did the game do something weird? What are we doing? What are we doing? I mean, like, black screen? Did it kick me back out to the main menu? It did. So yeah, there's a lot of tutorials.
Waiting for shuttles? Want to fly wherever you want, whenever you want? Then what you need is a pilot's license.
Anyway, inventory crafting.
Tired of waiting for shuttles? Want to fly wherever you want, whenever you want? Then what you need is a pilot's license. And what's the best place to get one? That's right, Jace Winger's Flight School. I do theory, I do practice, and I'm licensed for weapons training. With my tried and tested training course, you'll be an ace pilot in no time, guaranteed. Success not guaranteed. No liability in case of explosion, blunt trauma, exsanguination, asphyxiation, or rapid decompression.
That was funny. I like that. Inventory and crafting, your spacesuit, relative movement, object deployment, ship upgrades. So what I'll probably do is I'll spend some time going through the rest of the tutorials and then get a kind of an idea of what's going on. And then from there, we'll start the timelines and a live stream coming up soon. This is interesting. There's a lot to go through. I'm probably gonna have to have a pen and paper next to me, similar to when I first started Elite Dangerous and EVE Online and Star Citizen and all that stuff. But yeah, this has been fun. This has been it's a learning experience, but I didn't do I had completed any of those tutorials, and had the ones I just went through were all selected. So wonder if there was some kind of issue. This literally the first time I opened the game was just a moment ago, and then I set up the resolution and made sure everything was good there, and made sure the audio was where it was supposed to be. But yeah, this has been good. Yeah, Export Foundation's Egosoft. We're going to be doing the timelines expansion. There's several different expansions when it comes to it. I wanted to look at the DLC for you real quick. The musical cut off here because I clicked off the screen. Yeah, so Export Timelines, the soundtrack. There's the Community of Planets edition. There's a bunch of bonus content. Kingdom End, that was in 2023. Tides of Avarice is going to be and that was in 2022. Cradle of Humanity was 2021. Split Vendetta was in 2020, and Timelines does include all of that. So I'm kind of thrilled. I've been looking for another space game outside of Star Citizen, and this came across my radar when it came to a couple of sites that I was looking at, and all you have to do is ask sometimes for a key to try to do some stuff, and I reached out to the devs, and they were generous enough to send one over to me. So I look forward to this. This could be good. I think it's going to be good. So thank you to Egosoft. Thank you to everybody out there. If you haven't done so, make sure you like, follow, subscribe. We'll continue this one off. This one is kind of just a basis of getting the tutorial and getting into it, and just kind of get my first thoughts and first reaction to it. But we'll get our first reaction to actual gameplay in one of our live streams coming up. Yeah, it's good. Folks, be good, be safe, be kind, one another. It's the most important factor, and we'll see you at the next one. Peace out.